Working out. This is what we on day 4, 3 of these girls. I'm great. And they help hold this microphone, and you can't see it because I got black hair right now. So, well, it's kind of green or something. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So, I was going through my journals, and I can't show y'all, and I'm sad, but I'm just gonna tell y'all about it. Alanis Morissette, honey, isn't it ironic? I was 15. My friend had a probe, and she was a senior, and I was a freshman. And honey, no, I was a sophomore, and she was a senior. I actually brought her to Christ too, which is really crazy. Y'all know CERCA brought a lot of people to Christ when she was a young person. A Ford Probe, that's what she had, and we used to be rolling. Had our meds with us. We was on the West Coast. I gotta leave early because she could leave early. Come on. I remember one time we was smoking before we went to school, y'all, and I burned her forehead. She used to wear her hair almost like this. And we started laughing, and I was curling her hair, and she like, man, what you doing? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry. We're going to have to give you a suit, girl. That's how I knew I was destined to do hair. I was destined. I burnt the hell out of her forehead, keeper. I wonder if she remember that. I'm gonna have to get old. What's the name and ask her? Is she a member? Let's see. I burnt the hell out of her forehead. And did. And did. Sorry, Nikki. I love you if you watching, girl. You shouldn't have. She had that good. You hear me? And I just left the church lady house too. I need to smile. What you mean? Oh, it was bad. My mama said it's only however many 90 days in the semester. But 70 some days, girl, you didn't get good times, auntie. I'm talking about. And see, I don't know if you know, on the West Coast, they got drive up liquor stores. Who know that? That on the West Coast, they got drive up liquor stores. So the drive up liquor store was down the street from my high school. Well, if I'm not mistaken, she looked grown, so they didn't even ever ask her, listen, listen here. Oh, they got them in East Coast too? Okay, so listen. She was driving and stuff, they ain't asking. You wild up the Spanish folks is not asking. You understand? We didn't got the pack of Newports and everything ready to go. You said school. You said go to school. Yeah, I'm gonna drive by that bad, baby. Listen here, and was they didn't never used to card me back then. That's great. I didn't get carded to buy liquor until the day I turned 21. The day I turned 21 is the first day I got asked for. I said, "Are you serious?" I've been coming in here getting these wine coolers for 2 years. And on the day I turned 21, we had Coke 45 and Black. Listen here. I wasn't drinking no beer though, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I was not a beer drinker. I can't. I had a traumatic experience when I was about 5, and it ruined me from beer. One of my uncles, like, wasted beer, like he was doing something and wasted beer in my mouth, and my mama lost it. And I ain't ever like had a. My grandma and them used to pass it around, and I would be in the back of the truck, and I passed it right on to my cousins. They used to be drunk as hell. I'm talking about we 7, 8 years old, and my grandma and my papa is that again getting us messed up on the way to the hog pen. You heard me? Everybody drunk, but I didn't want none. You said that part. Listen, I used to cut up. I'm grateful for it though. I was forced to drink it as a kid. Yeah, it was a lot of people that was forced to drink it. Parents used to give their kids alcohol to make them go to sleep. Yeah, they was from the South, Miss Michelle. They was from the South. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. And wake up and give you coffee in the morning with your breakfast. With your breakfast to give you some coffee. We was old ass people at excuse my like we was old ass people at 7 years old waking up sitting around the table with our grandma drinking coffee after that. Listen, this is why a lot of people be alcoholics by the time they 15. Happened to me, that's how I know. Oh yes, I know. This is listen, it was a reason I did not have no liquor in my house when my kids was under the age of like I didn't start having liquor in my house for real until I got married. And I wish that I wouldn't have married him a lot of times because my kids started drinking when he came to my house because he always had liquor in my house. I didn't even have liquor accessible. If you was gonna drink, you wasn't gonna drink in my house. You was gonna get that liquor from somewhere else. I was not playing that mess. I was not playing that mess at all. I'm not giving no kids no alcohol because one, God forbid. First of all, you don't have sense. You don't know if you blacking out. You don't know if you drinking too much. And if you die because I started giving you something, God forbid. I don't want that. And so, yeah, no. I'm not leaving nothing accessible to no teenagers. I'm sorry. And I'm not knocking nobody, but you can't get mad at your kid if they drinking all the time or sneaking out and drinking if you got liquor bottles available for them. Because as soon as you go to sleep and they know you better than you know you, they gonna be down there with their friends drinking, and they know how to get around them cameras. They are the biggest cat burglars because they know the house better than you do because they there you at work. Or making no drug habits for babies by giving them NyQuil to make them go to sleep for no reason. Come on, baby. Come on. And melatonin and everything else. Your children are a reflection of you and they what they see they will repeat. I promise you. Listen, y'all want to know how I learned that lesson for real, for real? Now I learned it in several different ways. But when my youngest two kids was like 3 and 4 or 2 and 3, I wouldn't smoke in front of them, but I had like a tray. And most times I would put it up, but if they ran out in the room, it was, whatever. Well, evidently, they didn't sit and watch me roll up. And this is when I smoked beesies, right? So, but the wet wraps, y'all remember them? The wet wraps, they used to be flavored. Them used to be my buddies. You heard me? I was stacking them bad baby, strawberry, kiwi, everything. I don't even know if they still sell them, buddy. That's yeah, indeed. Moving on with that. One day I woke up and I was tripping. I'm snapping, boop boop boop, yelling at the kids. Do y'all know they do? I didn't know. Thank you for telling me. Um, thank you for telling me. With that, um, I woke up and my baby, we used to call them brown cigarettes, is what we called them. Mommy, it's your brown cigarette? Yes, that's mommy's brown cigarette. Don't touch it. Right? That's what we called it, a brown cigarette. Okay. Well, one day I woke up snapping. I'm talking about snapping, snapping. Y'all better get these blocks up. Do y'all know my 2 or 3 year old at that time looked at me and she went and got my wraps? I don't know how she knew where my stash was and got that pack and said, Mommy, brown cigarette. Brown cigarette, Mommy. I said, like, you better go and sit your down somewhere. I don't know what's going on with you. But you need this right here. This what you need. I said, yep. I think I quit smoking that day. Listen, and she said, such a woman. Brown cigarette, mommy. Brown cigarette. You better get your meds, cause listen here. What we not about to do. Oh, yes, Miss Nicole. Yes, Miss Nicole. That's that spicy Latina baby I got. She said, "Look, I don't know what the hell wrong with you, and what made you angry." Out of the mouth of babes, right, Auntie? But listen, I know what you need, honey. I know what you need. Here, take brown cigarette, mommy. Here. Shoot, listen. She knew the difference. Listen, she was a lot calmer. Go on and get what you need. Go on outside and come on back in here so you can chill out. Oh, damn. You listen, the children are our future. You ain't lying, and she don't have no problem with telling somebody to chill the hell out right now. She'll tell you too loud. Calm down. Like, so what's in them is in them. What's in them is in them, honey. She been like that her whole life. It's always the damn kids. You ain't said nothing but a word. I'm trying to tell you. Like Tatiana. You said I already had my laugh for the day. I needed that girl. Girl, listen. That baby put me on. I said, get my stuff. And y'all see, I didn't tell that story till they was grown. Because, you know, the peoples be looking at you and stuff for neglect and whatnot. So, thank you, Jesus. I can tell that story because they good and grown now. Ain't no CPS coming over here. So, there's that. But back in the day, listen. Mm, yeah, I had to wait to tell that story till they was all 18. Ain't nobody trying to get me. Now, mm, grounded exercises are needed with raising kids. You are not lying because that grounded the hell out of me. You hear me? It humbled me too. You better watch what you do. But guess what though? That really did make me change um how I lived my life at that time because I did not want them to think that they needed a substance to be happy. But at that time, I was going through a lot of hell. I ain't even gonna lie. It was that. Which brings me to these journal entries. Okay. So one of these is from 2017. One of them is from 2014, and one of them is from 2015. Now, I'm not going to show y'all because they got my government on it, but I am going to read them to y'all. Okay. Because I be writing my government on my journal entries. Yep. Ooh, hold on. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Wait a minute. My mom used to put coffee and tea in her shot bottles when my older sister was drinking my mom and my older sister was drinking my mom's stuff up. I told what now? Hold on. I told my mom what to do. My mom doesn't think like that, but my sis learned. Come on now. That part. That part. Yeah, you hear me. So with that, right? The more that the reason I have y'all or ask y'all, because I don't have y'all do nothing, everybody here grown. The reason I ask y'all to journal as much as I do is because you're gonna go back and you're gonna see your thoughts from however long ago, and God will lead you to a certain journal, and you don't even know why you're looking at it, and you're gonna open it, and the tears is gonna roll out of your eyes because He's gonna show you something that you completely forgot about. Because if you're writing every day, it gets further and further away from your memory. So with that, When you go back and you see this stuff, y'all, when I tell you it is life changing, like even if y'all been journaling since y'all been here, if you go back to when you first started journaling, I guarantee you what you write on a page is different. How much you journal, from little to big, maybe even your writing has changed because you're more focused about what it is that you want to say. Excuse me, you're not just writing aimlessly now. When you're writing, you are writing to be specific because you talk, you're talking to God and you don't want to just put a whole bunch of BS in there. Now, I'm not saying you don't get on there and just ramble because we all do. It's like a phone. But for the most part, if you've been journaling consistently, you should see a change in how your pages look from when you first started and you really didn't know what to say until now. My son's now journaling because of you, Circle. Come on, because of because of they mama, mama had to do it. You hear me? This is the thing I told you. Once you start to do it, people are going to start to mimic you. Okay, and that's a good thing if you're doing good things. Your writing change too. Come on. If you doing good things, that's good. And the verbiage I use changes too. Come on, Leah. Good morning. That's why I say, listen, it'll happen over time. But once your kids see you journaling and writing, when they know you was just upset, instead of you snapping out, slamming doors, acting crazy, when they know you, because your kids know you, your husband know you. So when you start to sit down calmly, even if you writing hard, by the end of that page, you're not, because you're gonna be emotional, tears gonna flow, and God gonna come on in and see about you. But with that, okay, they see, okay, when I get mad, I don't gotta break stuff, I don't gotta hit nobody, I don't gotta yell and scream. I'm gonna slam my door, go in my room, and get my journal out, and I'm gonna write it down. Well, guess what you just taught them? My entries aren't as angry and anguished now. I can see the improvement in my mental. Yes, pumpkin. I'm frustrated, not healthy, and angry. So then you need to always write. You don't need to talk. You need to write. Girl, birds of a feather. You see, I got my feathers right here. Birds of a feather. This is how I started that. Sometimes I used to just scribble on a page. I was so furious because I wanted to hurt people and God wouldn't let me. So I just scribble whatever hard, ripping through the pages. I didn't care. I'm writing, I'm getting it out. Because if I do this to you, this pen might be in your jugular vein or something. So I'm going to need you to get away from me. So I'm going to use this pen for a better use to tell God about how you piss me off and ask Him to help me with my anger so I don't be in the clank. Come on, that part. We going to tussle. You going to want to tussle, and I don't want to keep getting in trouble. I'm tired of being in the hospital, Dad. For some old random. This does not normally happen. We don't know. I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. This is a spiritual thing because I'm getting a spiritual whooping because my thoughts became words. And I let them fly out of this sword that I got here. And so now I'm in this place. You hear me? Lately, I've been going to sleep listening to Psalms 91 and a rosary next to me. Don't do that, Jazz. Get rid of the rosary. Keep the Psalms, get rid of the rosary. Sorry. That's an amulet, baby. A talisman. Get rid of that rosary. You don't need it. I'm serious. It's just like a magic necklace. You don't need no magic necklace, girl. You got a big old God. And he ain't on the cross no more. He got off. Get rid of it indefinitely. That's a divination tool, baby. It's a part to a ritual. And God don't want us doing rituals no more, baby. You ain't got to do all that. Girl, get on. You could talk to God like that. Y'all, it's this easy. Well, hey, Dad. Good morning. He's always available. He's never too busy or anything. Hey, good morning. How are you? Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for waking my family members up and their family members up too. God, I just want to ask you if you can lead me and guide me today. I don't know why all of this is going on, and this frustration and anger and disappointment I feel because anger, frustration, and normally come from disappointment or betrayal. So I forgive them for disappointing me. I forgive them for lying to me. I forgive them for betraying me, God. And I need you to remove this bitterness because I don't want to be bitter. I want to be better. You allowed this to happen for whatever reason to show me how either big you are or to show me that I'm not really the person I think I am as to why it still bothers me. So can you please help me? Don't change them, change me. You don't never got to change them if you don't want to. I pray for them too, but change me to where these things that they do don't even affect me no more. And it ain't no I ain't bothered by it, but I am. It's okay. Don't change them, change me. Because God allows things to happen, Miss Nicole, so that you can see you ain't as whatever as you thought. And it be a blow to your ego and self esteem, but it'll grow. You just blew my freaking mind with that one. He ain't on the cross no more, and people, oh yeah, he ain't on the cross no more. He got up. That's why he said his people was gonna worship a piece of wood. What's in the front of all churches? A cross. What do they pray to when they facing? When they pray, when you stand up and you hold your hands up in church, it's normally a cross hanging right behind the pastor. Jesus ain't on the cross no more. He got up. And he said my people was gonna be worshiping a piece of wood. What's behind the pastor? And what's on the front of that pulpit thing? A piece of wood with a cross. And people will go up and touch it and cry and hold on to the cross on their chest like it's saving them. Well, he ain't on the cross no more, so yeah. That's easy to find out. Why ask? Why not? That's a question you can answer yourself. Google will tell you. Hmm. Yes, right, because it says a man that's crucified on a cross or pinned to a cross or the wood, a tree, is cursed. But he was undoing them curses. So, right. So I want to read just a little bit of this journal entry, and then I want to show y'all some of the stuff that I used to be studying, and it was so crazy. Okay, y'all ready? This journal entry is from January 9th, 2015. Now I am going to not say some parts because it's my journal, but I want to share with y'all. So 1/9/2015. So almost what, 8 years? What is this? It's about to be 20. Damn, almost 10 years ago. Dang, because it's about to be January 20th. Yeah. So in a year from a couple of weeks from now, it'll be 10 years. So 9 years ago. Divine intervention. Pretty cool. Here we go. It says, thank you for everything. And then this is at 5:41 p.m. This is why I ask y'all the time and date, because you'll know exactly the time and date that you was thinking whatever you was thinking, which is mind blowing to me that we could even do that, right? Okay. So January 9th, 2015, 5:41 p.m. I don't know why I am put in these situations, but I will try not to complain. I'm just going to say how thankful I am. My life can change. People are mere skin sacks. Ain't that just random? But let me tell you what's on here. And there's no way for me to show y'all without whatever. So I started drawing circles and vines, right? Just a whole bunch of vines. I told you I always draw vines. Well, in the middle of these vines, I wrote assignments. And when I write assignments, my assignments are people. There is just this massive vine with all of these little dots and lines on it that signifies all of y'all and all the people that God has had me minister to and sit with and help and whatever else. Because I look at people like assignments. That's how, yes, it's right here, but I can't show y'all because my name is all in it too. But listen, this is 2015. So I had a situation with one of the people that I was around, and I said, this person says that they are multiple they blah, blah, blah. This person says there are multiple people that have opinions in their mind, and they are a part of them. And God had me pray today, and the power of God was so strong in the room that the temperature changed drastically. My body trembled violently, and I started to bend. And the feeling in my stomach was so strong, I felt like I was going to bust open. Thank you for my blessings, and thank you for your power. I remember this day too vividly. It was crazy and I was scared. I had never felt the Holy Ghost like that in my life. It was freaky. I felt like I was gonna spontaneously combust. No joke. Like that's when I really started to understand the thing about the Holy Ghost being fire shut up in your bones. The real Holy Ghost, yeah. Y'all know where I heat up it on my stomach. And whenever the power God hits me, of course I feel it on the outside, but my stomach, if y'all ever notice me, I grab my stomach because that's evidently that's where it's sitting at on me. Everybody's somewhere else, but I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So there's that. I'm going to read that now on 7/25/2017 at 10:47 a.m. You feel yours in the palm of your hands. It be all over for me. It do, but like I said, mine is here. Now, if y'all ever see me doing my hands like this, that's about what's going on. But I feel that, Ash, because it does just depends. But with me, if it hit me, I have to hold on to that stomach, baby, because I be feeling like I'm about to turn into old boy off of the Fantastic Four. Trying to tell you, method all over your body. Yep, yep. God is so amazing in how He touches all of us. Thank you. He don't touch everybody the same, and it's so good. He makes it intimate for you. That's the blessing in how He love on you and want to do whatever. Like, why would I want to go back to the guy that everybody got to act the same? That's why they grouchy. We be over here getting loved and touched on and laughing and giggling with our dad, and y'all dad got y'all all angry and irritated and mad like the devil. Like the devil. The devil always frowned up and angry and mad and don't be wanting to laugh like the church folks. And they come looking real nice and real sweet, but they really the devil. Angels of light and they really angels of death. Gonna tear your character down and damn you to hell. Sad. Ain't offered your God not one time. You hear me? I don't want no parts of it. Mm-mm. So there's that. Now, on July 25th, 2017, at 10:47 a.m., I want to show y'all what I was reading about. Who want to know? And what I was studying about. Y'all want to know? Do you? Mm-hmm. Who? It was the ascension of Isaiah or the martyrdom of Isaiah. And it said, in the 26th year of his reign, Hezekiah, king of Judah, summoned Manasseh, his son. Remember, I was telling y'all I studied about Manasseh? It's a very interesting story. And he summoned him in the presence of Isaiah, the son of Amos. We just read this the other day, the prophet, and in the presence of Joseph. So that was just going through there. But then I wrote the sixth trumpet blast. Why would I find this today? The sixth trumpet blast. Y'all want to know what comes under that? You ready? I'm going to show y'all first. Y'all see that? See these numbers right here? My handwriting garbage, but look. 1/3 of the Earth's population is 2.3 billion people. Each human has roughly 5 quarts or 1 1/4 gallons of blood. 2.3 billion people times 5 quarts equals however many 11 blah 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 quarts of blood. 200 million soldiers last war. 323.1 million people in the U.S. 2016, 500. And so this is just telling me, like, I was doing the numbers. Because I was reading about how it said the blood was going to be up to the horse's bridle even on land. And I needed to understand how that could happen. When I tell y'all he be making me see stuff in my sleep and then I got to get up and study it. Y'all see today? And you see it's in one of these books, so I hadn't started writing in my hard books yet. Or I was studying and didn't have time to put it in one of my hard books. One of the two. Still want to be a prophet. This is stuff you have to study. You got to see all the ugly. While everybody be trying to, I'm a prophet, I'm a prophet. Not the way you be running your mouth, you not. Ain't no way, honey. Because we got to hold on to secrets for a long, 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 long time. Ugly secrets. Things that make people pee on themselves. Not from laughing. And we have to see it all before we talk to you about it. So we have to see ourselves in a dream running from big bugs and all of these ugly things, dead bodies and everything, and then walk around with that in your mind like it ain't nothing and still be happy and still teach the word. And if you step out of line, it can cost you your life and your soul. If you leave somebody wrong, like, that's why prophets a lot of times be a little irritated because you got God right here watching everything you do. And if you lead people wrong, the punishment is so freaking severe. It's unreal. Real life. He let a freaking lion eat a prophet that didn't listen. Eat him because he listened to man more than he listened to God. This man had just did miracles. And then, the heck, so when people come in here getting on my nerves, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go. No, I don't need any help. Go away. Look it, because he right here all the time. And if I say wrong or do wrong, yes, he's forgiven, but I still have a thin line that can cost me my soul and my life if I don't do right. Leave me alone. Care about what y'all think, shoot. I love y'all, but you can't put me in hell or heaven with torment. Leave me alone. Your opinion don't matter. True. And yes, I be pouting because it's difficult sometimes. But anyway, moving on. So I don't know why I found that today. But if anybody else gets added to this raw in the next few weeks, I know that's what that's about. So I got witnesses today. What's today? The 14th? 15th? The 14th. Okay. Y'all my witnesses. I don't know why I ran into that today, but it said the sixth trumpet. So, amen. Now, we at 30 minutes. I'm going to go around and take a bathroom break, and then you just going to need your regular Bible because we just going to be in there. I love y'all too. I love y'all too. We're going to be in our regular Bible today. And I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I love my job. I just want y'all to know that. But I also want you to understand that leadership comes with a lot. Everybody want to be a leader. You hear me? But they don't want the responsibility of being the leader. They don't want this responsibility of being someone that is over people as far as souls is concerned. Not, oh, I'm the pastor and this and that. I'm talking about where was you leading these people to? Because when God put people underneath you or underneath your ministry, not underneath you, but underneath the umbrella that He is giving you to protect people and to guide people and to teach people, where are you leading them to? That's crazy. I was reading about that yesterday. Listen here. I didn't even know, Pumpkin, but I'm trying to tell you, it's a real thing. If God has put people in your life, you don't get to play with their life. Does that make sense? You don't get to play with their life. And so if God has called you to minister to people or put them under the umbrella of your ministry, He will tap you out in behind them people. I'm trying to tell you. It's a lot of pastors that didn't drop dead in the pulpit of heart attacks and stuff. Dewana, it's in the Testament of Solomon, the last book, book one. Book one. The second to the last book. Just go to the back of the book and read the Testament of Solomon. It's in there. Yep. So, with that, I've been in Matthew reading about the Pharisees and the Sadducees and Jesus tearing them up. Isn't it crazy how they made that like that was the world attacking the church? And it was really the church attacking the true followers of God. But they described it to us like it was the world. The world. The world don't give a damn about nothing that's going on over there because they know folks is fake. That's why they don't come over there. They not worried about what's going on over there. Now, who do be worried about what's going on in the world and worried about stuff that don't got no business and they forever running to pastor and everybody else is, well, ain't nothing changed. The series The Chosen explains that perfectly. I bet. I bet. I bet. I want to say I started watching that. Is that the show with the ogre? What was that we was watching that had the show with the ogre in it? And he was the black dude, and he could grow the plants and stuff. Is that it? No, that's a Wheel in Time. Okay, yeah, we didn't watch so many shows. Okay, I have to check. I think I started watching The Chosen though. I don't know why I feel like I did. Okay, they all starting to run together like these books. Okay, let me run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. It's good. Okay, I'm gonna have to get in there and see. I'll be right back, y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh man, you just need your regular Bible or Bible Gateway. Thank you, Dad. Yeah, y'all did remind me. Y'all ready? Y'all be reminding me now. I'm gonna quit wearing this damn thing. I'm gonna quit wearing this. I can't be taking y'all in the bathroom with me now. We ain't gonna be able to do that. I'm back. Y'all gotta remind me. Microphone. Yes, Miss Mel. Somebody did. Oh, thank you. I'm not that to be. I'm gonna have to put this somewhere. No, y'all didn't hear anything. YouTube did. I do not want people hearing me pee. And girl, sometimes I can't wait. I be been holding it for however long. No, on my collar I forget to. That's listen. We just gonna figure it out because I love this because I went back and listened and it does regulate the sound and stuff. I'm gonna get one for over here too. Yes, I be forgetting. I be forgetting. I be forgetting, y'all. Cause we be on here for hours and hours. Most people go live in about 45 minutes and they done. So we be on here for 5 hours. I mean, and y'all see how much I drink. I always got two full bottles around me at least. I am gonna put the sign. I'm gonna have to put it on the wall because I won't see it on the door because all our hoodies is there. Yeah. Okay. It ain't about that. It's just I be having to pee, and when I'm on, yeah, have urgency. That part. It be the urgency of it all. Cause I be stood here for about 20 minutes, and y'all will keep talking, and I be about to my bowels about to be loosed. So with that, now now that we didn't did that, I used to count down the days. 10:22 to 11:22 to 12:22 to 1:22, like I was in jail. That is crazy. 270 days I had to be around a certain person. Oh, that was Jesus. It probably will be. I'll get something there. So anyway, I need y'all to go to First Kings, please. Is the young lady in here that just talked about rosary? Are you still in here? Oh my God. When I tell y'all my daddy be in. Are you still in here? Please say yes. Let me put some lip gloss on. What the hell? Oh, Jesus. Are you still in here? Did you go to work already, Punky? Huh? Y'all, guess what the word of the day is on Google? It's too early in the morning for this. Who was here for the rosary conversation? This is the word of the day, y'all. It's the freaking word of the day. God. It's the freaking word of the day. I just boom and it said rosary word of the day. I told you I get a it just say rosary. It's the word of the day. Thank you. Girl, listen here. In Roman Catholic Church, a form of devotion in which 5 or 15 decades of Hail Marys are repeated. Each decade preceded by an Our Father and followed by Glory Be, a string of beads for keeping count in a rosary or in the devotions of some other religions. That's the word of the day through Google is rosary. And y'all wonder why I can't just go back to living the regular life. I don't want to. How many times have y'all seen him do that in these classes? Good morning, auntie. Good morning, auntie. Good morning, baby. He can talk to you through whatever he wants. He don't. It don't have to be at church. It could be on a billboard, a sign, or the word of the day. Word of the day is freaking rosary. And that baby just asked about rosaries. What did okay. Now we exhaled at the same time. Listen here, I'm trying to tell y'all how to be around here for me. So when people say God doesn't talk to me, oh, he talk, he just don't say what you want to hear. And so you shake it off as, oh, that didn't mean anything. Oh, he's always speaking. God be God and do. He's alive and well, as y'all can see every day. Yep, yep. Ain't that crazy? Absolutely insane. It makes me so excited that he likes to listen to me. He listens and he confirms things and I don't want to go back. Who want to go back to the way? What? Dante, do you have the Old Testament Supergrapha? Do you have the OTP? That's crazy how we just gave it a name. That's because I got tired of saying, oh, I got tired of saying it. I had to say it a million times a day, so we just started calling it the OTP. Okay. So you're going to have to download, you're going to have to go to archives.com or archives.org and download it because it's in a book called The Old Testament Supergrapha by James Charlesworth. Just go there and type in James Charlesworth to archive.com or .org. I think it's archive.com. And then you can get the book and read it. You need book 1 and book 2. Y'all hear my stomach? I'm always hungry. .org. It's archive.org. You can download the books, and that's where you'll read it at. It's the second to the last book in the first book of this 2-book series. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. All right. First Kings 17th chapter. Please. Okay. So, Dante, right now, I'm going to need you to go back through some of my other videos, maybe and not being alive. And then you'll see books that I'm holding up a little bit. Um, that's where the book is. Because right now, I'm about to do something else. Okay? I'm sorry. But if you go back through my videos, or even hell, it's it's the book. It's the book that we use. It's this book right here. Screenshot this, and then this is what you gotta go find. Please, you need book 1 and book 2. Hold on, Amber, I ain't decided yet. NIV. Okay, newbies. I gotta let y'all know something. Um, when you first come in, uh, you don't have to ask what we talking about, because if you stay in here for about 5 minutes, you'll know. Two, I ask that you scroll up when you come in. If you can't scroll up, okay, but if you can, try to scroll up, because somebody has already probably asked the question that you're asking, which is, what are we reading or what is she teaching today? But that is a question. What are we studying today? That shouldn't even have to be asked. And I'm saying this to the older people too, because y'all know if y'all come in within 5 minutes, 2 minutes, you will know that. Okay? It's almost like interrupting the class for real. Because if somebody is trying to learn, then they have to stop their focus to try to tell you, when if you just listen, you will know. No, but even off of my mean week, Ash, I was saying that because if you just come in and listen, you will know. You hear me? And I've been saying this for about 3 weeks actually, though, because people would expect me to stop what I'm teaching to tell them, when if they just listen, you will know. In 2 minutes, you gonna know. So that's a question that really don't have to be asked. What are we studying today? What are we learning today? Just come in and listen. You're gonna find, and if you've been here, you're gonna fall right in line. You're gonna see me pick up the book. You're gonna know where we at. I just ask that y'all, because even for somebody to have to tell you, that means they got to stop paying attention when you could just listen and know. I did used to have a whiteboard, but it's too much stuff in here now. And just like I said, if people come in here and listen, they will know where we at. They'll know. Okay? We grown. And people will type it in bold letters like I'm supposed to stop teaching. And like it ain't been 50 people before you that said the same thing. So when people get mad at people, like if you do get in a live or whatever, think about that. They didn't have to say the same thing, so I gotta keep stopping my thought, keep stopping my thought, keep stopping my thought, keep stopping my thought. And they say, pin it. No, because this is a seeking you shall find. I'm trying to teach you another way to be instead of only one to be spoon fed information as to why everybody been blind for so long. I want y'all to go looking and not just waiting for someone to tell you. I want you to go searching to see if you can find it for yourself first. And that's even in the live. Y'all hearing me? This is a part of the seeking and finding, and it's even in those small details. The reason I say this, y'all, what if during this times that's coming up, you only get 2 words? What if a person only have time to tell you 2 words, and you gonna have to figure out the rest of it on how to get to safety or on where to find some food? Everybody, you're not gonna have everybody to just give you all the information. We don't know what's about to happen, and your skills at listening and paying attention and not announcing yourself, sometimes even in a room, just being in there and paying attention, them skills gonna have to be honed in on and sharpened. I'm telling you. Not only that, I told y'all about y'all kids doing that. And see, this is the crazy thing. Let's talk about this. We got to. What's crazy is I know what people's children run in the room, and when their parents is talking, they just start talking. Your kids do what you do. Don't get mad at them if you talking or you're having a conversation or you're doing something and they just interrupt you, and because I get it here every day. Don't be popping them. Don't be putting them on punishment because y'all be doing it. Who gonna admit it? Just put a heart. Folks got an attitude in. I be having an attitude too. Yes, my grandson a whole different kid with his mom. Listen, thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at Josh. He like, I ain't gonna do it. Nope. Mm-hmm. Don't yell at them. Do not yell at my babies. Do to others as you would have them do unto you. You hear me? You said, and I don't have children. Excuse me, nieces and nephews too. Disrespectful co-workers. I got pop, so they are too. See, y'all petty. Y'all are so petty. I love it. This is why we family. And yes, it's my mean week, but also, y'all, we should be growing. If you've been here for a while, that means you didn't either went back and watched the rewatches or you didn't been in class when I didn't fuss folks out for it. Good morning, Joy. I definitely told my kids it's important to wait and or say excuse me. Right. That part. So with that, hmm yes, Deja, that part. I literally just told my son he gets his attitude from me. Okay, I'm just saying. Well, one thing we gonna do here is self reflection. Who agrees? Put your little two fingers up if you agree. Excuse me. hmm We do. Do you feel like your life is better since you work on yourself and not worried about everybody else? See how stressed out you was trying to ask God to change other people instead of just asking Him to change you? Ain't your life a lot calmer now since you just start minding your own and standing on your own business? I don't care if you ever change them, but can you change me, please? Because I don't want to be right here no more. Listen, when you start focusing on yourself, people irritate you less. You be like, I don't care. You want to do this? Yeah, I don't. I don't even have the energy. I want to agree with you. Whatever you want to do is fine. Yeah. Okay. So I don't want to keep talking about it. It's fine. No, really, it's fine. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna walk away from you because you evidently want to argue or be on some funny stuff, and I don't have the energy for it. Is what I'm trying to tell you. I am trying to make sure that the things that go across my teleprompter when it's my time to be in front of the Lord are not crazy. So I don't care really. You hear me? It is very draining, Carol. And I could be spending my moments, excuse me, doing other things than arguing with you. Hold on, y'all. Gotta share a little water with the diffuser, put some moisture in this air. Yeah, that part. Yeah, that part. With that, Miss Nicole, you realize how much once God has started to take care of you, it's not easy to just go back to accepting anything from the opposite people. Easy. Like when they don't keep their word to you or they don't like certain stuff, you be like, I don't have to ask God more than once or twice. I don't know about this. I just keep it pushing. You see, it's different. I don't have to deal with you not being honest with me because God only tells me the truth. So, mm, no. He always answers. He hears me. I don't know if I want to trade that for disappointment and lies. You hear me? I don't want to trade that for disappointment and lies. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to do that. Mm-mm. I don't want to. That part. Listen. Mm-mm. Once God be good to you and you ain't got to do all that extra, you be like, you wasting my time. Talking to you didn't give me nothing. And I'm literally meaning just talking to you. But if I talk to God for 30 minutes, it's a lot that could show up and change in my life. Because talking to you don't be getting me nothing. It don't give me peace. It don't give me joy. It don't give me understanding. It don't give me instruction. So what did I gain from this 45 minutes of being on the phone? Nothing. You didn't tell me about a business idea. You didn't tell me how I could lose this stomach I'm getting. You didn't help me have a better thought life. You didn't ever do anything. This 3 months you spent in my life, what'd you add to it? Or did you just come to take energy, food, a ride? Like what is you around for? And what did I benefit from you being in my life? Probably not much. As to why you not around no more. I promise you, people. Meaning, listen, mindless behavior is a real thing. They just do stuff. They don't count up the cost. They don't think about what they gonna say. They just say it. They just do whatever. Because I'm resourceful, yeah. And that be the thing. People think that I'm just supposed to continually give all the time in whatever aspect that is. They don't even say how was your day. They just start talking about their problems. Like a nigga don't got her own. What was you gonna ask me how I was doing before you call here and act like you ain't calling to get instruction free of charge? Because I just called you 2 days ago and you didn't answer. But now that you got an issue, I'm supposed to pick up right now. Folks will blow up every freaking device I have. But when I just called you, I called you and you didn't even say I'm gonna call you back. I promise you this how it go. I told you people be trying to use me as the what you call that thing? A jackpot thing. Put a coin in and pull it and see how much you can get out of it for a little bit of nothing. I promise. It messed me up every time. I'd be like, wow, I see you. But amen. I see a slot machine, right? For real. It's funny. Okay. I feel like I should have brought a charger in here. Hold on. Let me see. This one probably need a charger too. Dang it. Well, we just gonna do what we gonna do until this might not even take that long. Okay. Y'all ready? Here we go. Oh, here now. Okay. Now Elijah, the Tishbite from Tishbe in Gilead, said to Ahab, as the Lord, the God of Israel, lives, whom I serve, there will be neither dew nor rain in the next few years except at my word. I'm going to read that again. Now Elijah the Tishbite from Tishbe in Gilead said to Ahab, as the Lord, the God of Israel, lives, whom I serve, there will be neither dew nor rain in the next few years, except in my word. So I'm going to translate that for the people that didn't understand what he said. He said, nigga, I promise you this, nigga. God love me so much, nigga, I promise you, if I say it ain't going to rain, nigga, it ain't going to rain, nigga. If I say you ain't getting nothing, nigga, you ain't getting nothing, nigga. Only when I say you gonna have it. Well, will you have it? And God said, he right. Because he my mouthpiece on earth. And if he say it, it's gonna happen. Jesus in the background in the high there, like, yep, yep. And he said it, and he said it. Could you imagine? Do you understand the magnitude of what just happened? See, you will see that one scripture and just, okay. But no, no, no. Let's go back. Can y'all go online real quick and tell me what happens if there's a drought? What are some of the negative things that happen when there's a drought? And he didn't say for months, he said the next few years. Time was longer back then. No vegetation. What else happens? So what could come from no vegetation? No food growing, lack and inflation. Y'all hear my stomach? Famine, dead animals, starvation. No drinking water, poor quality drinking water, dried up lakes and streams, water use restrictions, famine, starvation, death, poor air quality, forced migration. How do you clean wounds and whatnot if there's no water? So then there would definitely be infection, right? Because if the vegetation isn't growing, whatever medicinal herbs that you are using that are right around you are not growing. Fire, fire, fire. How you put out fire? Excuse me. Land subsidence. Downward vertical movement in the earth shift surface. Bacteria and infections. Cannibalism. Death increases. Damage to ecosystems. Mm, okay. So now when you go back and you read that, now Elijah, the Tishbite, the prophet of God, from Tishbe or Tishbe in Gilead, said to Ahab, as the Lord lives, as the Lord, the God of Israel lives, whom I serve, there will be neither dew nor rain in the next few years except at my word. Why would God give one man that much power? I am. I didn't eat last night before I went to sleep early. I was like snacking on snacks and stuff. I just went to sleep. And then I woke up snacking like on candy. Y'all hear me? So when you see all these prophets and all they prophesy is wealth, most times when a prophet was coming, it was for correction or to choose somebody. But most times when a prophet was speaking, it wasn't about no abundance and wealth. I mean, they would put that in there, but but most times when a prophet was talking, it was somebody was about to get their head chopped, thumped, something. It'd be crazy to me that the prophets now don't talk about prophecy, the the things that's happening right now. Like they don't. They talk about getting your pockets fat. When God said it's gonna be a cashless society, I just don't be understanding what God they be talking to. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I got into it yesterday, and I was thinking about it. With that young lady, Penelope said that she's in the UK, and she was like, "We had a power outage, blase skit, whatever." And then for her to say, "But we was ready, circa, in the freaking UK." Yes, it's my mean week, so it broke me down in a good way, though. That people all over the world are prepared, or at least not out here bad in case something happens, and you're not having to rush out while everybody else is now suddenly awake. It warms my heart to know that it's kids that didn't have to be scared because their parents listened to a complete stranger. But y'all, it's like y'all can feel God speaking through me. And that's one of the reasons I say what I'm saying here too is there have been things that God has had me speak, and down to the day they've happened. And I'm grateful for that, right? Because it's people that are aware of things that they would not have been aware of before if I was too scared to say what God tells me to say. But also, people need to understand that if a true prophet is speaking, stuff gonna move around because they are literally the mouthpiece of God on earth. So it's a lot of people that want to be prophets, but where's the works of what you said was gonna happen? Why it ain't happened yet? And I know some prophecy is afar off, but not even the wealth that you predicted in people's lives. You've gotten richer, but the people's finances haven't changed much. How many of y'all will be honest enough to say that when you started listening about paying your tent to help people, even if you didn't send it here, giving it to the homeless and really helping people and learning and reading your word changed your finances? You're not being wasteful and understanding why God said it. If He give, you didn't have to jump around on two legs and be on your hands and do all this old crazy stuff to get nothing. You didn't have to give up all your money to get nothing. And most times, as soon as you gave to give your tithes away or whatever it was, He was already sending you something triple the value right back. Sometimes before you could even you a purpose in your mind that you're gonna give it, and He already sent you the money to give away. So now you gotta add more to that, and then a person needs just the amount of your tithes. He presents you with an opportunity to be blessed a lot of times, and people are stingy and they don't do it. I told y'all the story about my Bibles. I was being real stingy. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, no, I just got this. And God was like, I got something better for you, but I just got this. He said, but I got something better for you. I said, I just got it. I don't even know if I can trust her with the information. This is how I was about this Bible. I kid you not. It was crazy. Like it was one of my kids. And he said, give it to her. And then my friend showed up with those big ones, and it had the apocrypha in it, and the value was 1,000 times what that one cost. And I was blown away. And I said, okay, I won't be stingy no more ever. Here, you can have it. I realize why you say be a good giver and don't be stingy. I've learned the value of God's math, and I don't ever want to go back to the other way. Come on, Tasia. I'm trying to tell you how it works, and He ain't done yet. You cannot be God given. Why y'all think I'll be like, mm? Here you go. You know what? I can tell the people that never really studied uh, the life of Solomon, who thought they knew Solomon, but it, if wealth Don't be, and what I mean by that is Solomon asked for wisdom. He didn't ask for the money. He asked for the knowledge. Folks still praying for money. So once I pray for the knowledge and the money comes, bet changed my whole life. I said, oh, they say it in the word, seek ye the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness, and everything else shall be added unto you. Ain't there something like that? Since you all have been studying, I know your finances have changed. And that don't mean you making more money. That just means your money stretch longer. Everything be on sale. People walk up to you and hand you stuff. People buy you stuff. People, oh, don't worry about it. I'll pay for it. Oh, here's a free gas card. Oh, you won the prize at the job. Yep, favor ain't fair, but it sure is fun. Get you some. You wrote that in your journal this morning. It be people that be mad at me because they think I gotta hustle. I don't gotta hustle nobody. If I do what my dad tells me to do, he is going to work every single situation. Maybe you should try it instead of trying to always hustle and put yourself first and always think about giving yourself the best. When you give other people the best, then God gives you his best. And his best ain't nobody's best better than his. And he know what each and every one of us needs to feel special. So you cheat yourself when you try to hustle because God was going to give you something that was going to make you cry elephant tears, honey. And you cheated yourself. Well, I'd rather treat myself. So what you said, Dad, you said give them this jacket off my back and the hat too. Because they said they like it and they need it and I didn't know. But this lady walked home from work in the snow. And I had just washed the coat in the hat. I think I just bought the hat. Took it right on off and gave it. So here you go. I really like those shoes. Here. And I walk out the store with no shoes on. I promise. My kids just be like, oh my God. Mom, what are you going to give away today? The purse? Well, it just depends. If somebody like it, they can have it. And this is when I probably didn't have nothing. But God always keep me with a lot of stuff. He always keep me with something to give away. I promise you, he do. The more you give, the more he give. The more you give, the more he give. The more you give, the more he give. The more you give. It's just a never-ending cycle of giving and receiving, and it is cool to get trapped in that. Because I used to be trapped in people just taking. And that, the feeling of depletion, when you have nothing, not even energy to give people, it's a horrible place to be. I've given in every area of my life. I did hair, so I give away free hairdos, free sew-ins, free all kinds of stuff. Everything. Whatever I had to give. Sometimes I didn't have money, but I got services. And God gave me the skills, so if I use it to bless somebody, then well, here come another client. Let me go get some water, y'all. Hold on. uh-huh. I'm gonna get this here. All right, now let's get reading. I'm probably about to go get back in the bed. I took some time out this morning. I normally don't do that, but I did today. It's okay. You could take it sometime. All right, here we go. Ooh, okay. So it says, then the word of the Lord came to Elijah, leave here, turn eastward, and hide in the Kerith ravine, east of the Jordan, and you will drink from the brook, and I have directed the ravens to supply you with food there. Who remembers me telling y'all that I would have to get up in the middle of the night and go, and God would be like, leave everything, don't worry about it. I just talked about this yesterday. Anywhere that God tell you to go, he already gonna have provisions for you waiting. If he instructed you, it's just like the army. You don't get over there and don't got nowhere to go and all of that. Even if they have to put you up in a hotel and give you vouchers, you just not gonna be out here bad, because if the army is telling you to go somewhere, they're gonna pay for you to be there. They're gonna take care of all of your essentials while you're there, right? Right? Ain't that what happened in the armed services? So if you in the army of the Lord and God is moving you around on assignments, that means if he's telling you to go, he gonna take care of you when you get there. All your stuff is gonna be provided. Now you might have to move around a little bit so and get to it, but he gonna take care of it. This I know for sure. And I learned this really by my life and then by studying the prophets. Oh, he always had them up and moving and leaving everything in the middle of the night because somebody was trying to chop their head. Back to what I was saying. What do you think the person, King Ahab, thought of when Elijah said, so it ain't about to be no rain? He's a king. Kings don't like to be embarrassed, one. And kings don't like to look like they're not taking care of the people that are in their kingdom, because it makes them look like a bad king, which is crazy. So many people call themselves kings. And then they don't take care of the kingdom that they produce. But moving on. With that, do you realize that Elijah was speaking a lot of different things against that man? Basically, all your crops gonna fail, which is their money, all your cattle, horses, even people in your household could potentially die and be sick if keep playing with me. Cause I ain't gonna tell it. It ain't gonna rain until I tell it to rain. They in the desert. Drought mean ain't no rivers. Do you realize what this prophet was saying to this king? That was a bold move. You hear me? That's a very, very bold move. And God let it happen. Now, do y'all see why people used to want to kill the prophets? Or no? Because these people knew that what they said came to pass. You hear me? This is why they used to be hunting prophets down, and prophets used to be in hiding all the time. Not that they wouldn't murk you, but they had other stuff to do, so they ain't got time to be fighting with you. Other prophecies they got to go prophesy, and you mad. Get on out of here and go on somewhere. I told you, right? For real. Ooh, let me not put it back up there. Okay. I hope y'all paying attention to this. For real. All right. So he did what the Lord had told him. Now, what if he said, no, I'm not going to do that? and I don't want to move right now. Hmm. Hmm. What if he said, "No, I'm comfortable right where I'm at"? Because listen, it's a lot of times that God give instruction, but do you listen? That don't sound like God. Why would God tell me to leave my job I've been on for 25 years? Why would God tell me to leave my job after I just got a raise and I just got a, because he did? He just gave you that to show you he could do it. So when he get ready to take you over here, you don't start tripping. Soldiers don't stay in in the same place they whole time. Even if you just go to basic and come back, it's not at the same place. You got to go out into the wild. They might send you to California. They might send you to North Carolina. They might send you here or there or everywhere. But it's probably not going to be where you live. And then you might go and have to go out and be out in Korea doing work, depending on what you do. You're not going to be able to stay in one place. But wherever God is sending you, I promise you this, he already going to have your provisions taken care of. This I know for sure. I love you too. I'm trying to tell y'all. We be, because it's not comfortable for us, we don't be wanting to move. Oh, okay, well then you don't get to see the miracles of God then. And sometimes he'll get you situated and move you right back. Man, listen, I used to be all over this country and sad about it. But when you see how the prophets moved around now, understand, because he got to take you where the problems is. Soldiers only have to go where there's problems. And folks talking about they a soldier and they got the breastplate of this. Well, do you? Because you don't get to stay at home a lot when you a soldier. Do you really have all that stuff on? Did you get an attitude of God tell you you can't stay in your house no more and you got to go live with somebody? That you got to downsize or take back? You're not a soldier for real, because soldiers do what they're told. Period. So are you a soldier for the Lord? Why you be screaming that? Because soldiers do what they told and they go where they told, and they don't move until they get a direct order. And when you don't listen, then you're AWOL. The disciples was always being sent into cities that had a lot of chaos going on because peace needed to be there. And if you're the representation of Christ on earth and he brings peace and order, I mean, every neighborhood that I've ever moved into changed. I promise you. And by the time I moved out, it was a completely different neighborhood. I don't care how bad the apartments was. Oh, I didn't care about none of that. Putting this oil on my feet, God, my kids got to be here. I ask that you put a chain link fence of angels around this whole property. And then I ask God that you don't let people in here that have to, that's coming in here to hurt the people that have to be here, because we don't really want to be here. But, and God protect the children that are on the bus stop. This is prayer. And so then this is why I be sitting on my porch and folks come find me and I had to hide. And I ain't yelling this. I'm just walking, waving to the neighbors. But I'm praying while I'm walking because my kids gotta be here. It's shootings at 3 o'clock in the afternoon while the kids is on the playground. The shooting is right next to the playground. Like, no, this can't happen here. I'm trying to tell y'all I didn't talk to nobody as far as like going to the office or nothing. And I promise you, I prayed that prayer, and within like a week or something, the neighbor across the street was like, "Yeah, I went up to the office. They're evicting 45 families, like all the people that have been like breaking into people's houses and this and that." I said, "Breaking into people's houses? I just moved in, huh?" Yeah, and this and this and this and this and this. Well, I didn't know that the robbers had came and sat on my back porch with me and talked with me. And then they was on the news with the FBI and stuff. It's a whole bunch of people. I said, listen here. No wonder everybody was looking at me crazy. But guess what? Them same people, I didn't know that they had told people, y'all better not mess with the church lady. I am not the church lady. Why do everybody want to call me the church lady? I'm not the church lady. I definitely don't want to be called the church lady. No. They said, yeah, don't mess with the church lady and them was her girls. I did not even know this. The church lady. But I used to be out there, but come here. And you didn't know this was the scariest one out of all of them. I'm talking to him like he my little brother. He'll come and sit down. And I told him, I think I told y'all this story. I told him, I said, you're going to be sick if you don't stop doing what you're doing. God is going to slow you down because he got something for you to do or something like that. We talked about him being sick. Well, then I didn't see him. Do y'all know he came back and told me that, like pancreatitis, pancreatitis, he almost died. Like his pancreas, something happened. I don't really know the whole deal with it. And he was like, you was right. He was trying to slow me down with the woo. And I was like, oh, wow. And mind you, I had just met this man that day. I just met him that day. And then I didn't see him for like a minute. He was like, yep, I've been in the hospital. He said, that's crazy. Like, it was. And then these people on the news, like about 6 months, 7 months later, I'm like, oh my God, Lord, what do you be doing to me? He let me just love on everybody. I don't talk to them folks. I don't know. God let me drop seeds and keep it moving, but it just be amazing me that the people I be talking to be ending up on the news, honey. It's happened so many times it freaks me out in one way or another. I promise you. Keep me with the hitters. Keep me with them. I'll be like this. What is going on? And I be loving on them, talking crazy to them and everything. Oh well. Amen. Listen, yeah, once my assignments is done, I keep it moving. Certain people. And then I told y'all about the young man that made it worldwide. He hurt that pastor lady. He was in my house and I couldn't believe it. I used to be talking crazy to this boy and everything. Making him take out the trash, snapping my fingers, and now you know worldwide for hurting a pastor and hurt like I got pictures of this boy laying on my couch and me yelling at him about getting his GD and everything. It's just mind blowing to me. And then my ex husband called me. He was like, "You know that boy that killed that pastor lady is such and such." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, the one that you was had living with you." Here we go. Oh man, I'm trying to tell you, I was like, this is crazy. Oh Jesus, thank you for keeping me safe. For real. For real. Mm. Some of the people that have been unalived by the police I've worked with. and they were very fond of Miss Circa. It's a lot. That's why I be telling y'all would not believe the people I have met. And I just be like, hell no. Trying to tell you. But thank you so much. It be. Let's say that. As I said, it's that part. Thank you. I'm trying to tell you. You never know. You never know. You never know. I promise. Anyway, okay, so we back to this. So he said, so he did what the Lord had told him. He went to he went to the Kerith ravine east of the Jordan and stayed there. The ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning and bread and meat in the evening, and he drank from the brook. Now, let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all, if God put you somewhere, you gonna stay? Do you follow God's instructions, or do you be mad because whatever He told you don't happen because you didn't do what He told you to do to get it, or you feel like it don't have no value on what He told you gonna be doing, so you ain't doing that? You said I'm there now. Mm. 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 You said I'm staying. Yeah, because if God tells you something, it's for a specific reason. You don't have to understand why. Do you understand that? You don't have to understand why. You absolutely don't have to understand why. What you need to do is just be obedient and do it. Because maybe whatever He's protecting you from, I was confused for a long time. I get it now, so I'm staying that part. Okay. I just be trying to see if y'all see it. Because you won't see what He promised you if you don't listen. You can pray and hoop and holler and fast and do all of that. He said you still didn't do what I told you to do. Period. The most important thing about getting what you want from God is being obedient and listening to instruction, not running ahead of Him, not thinking you know more than Him because you don't even know what's going to happen in the next hour. You have no idea what's going to happen in the next hour. You think you know, you're going to go to work, you're going to do this. It could be a lot that could happen in 60 minutes. People's lives change in 30 seconds. You said, where's my tomatoes? Uh-oh. What came out? I got my, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I'm living my best life. Come on, bring the tomatoes on. I said, let's do it. Hmm. There's that. Moving on. And so all the tomatoes and vegetables you want, we got a whole armory over here. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? You said you gonna throw some melons. Well, I believe I have a melon busser. I got a melon busser over here. This a bust of melons. All kinds. You see that? This is what we gonna do here. This is what we gonna do. And if you really needed to be fruit ninja for real, we'll keep her over here. Well, hello, 22 Kumora. You see her? Everybody meet 22 Nakamura. That's her name. 22 is her first name. Nakamura is her last. Don't play. Thank you, Auntie. And Miss Lisa. and joy. And just in case there is some haters in here, again, yeah, you see it? You see it? So if I need to block and jab, block and jab, block and jab, I got what I need around here. You hear me? And I got a helmet up there as well. So you think wisely about all your actions when you come over here. Please and thank you. What is in my foot? Ooh, is that a splinter? Oh, this is why I be having shoes on. Y'all know I be building right here in my. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I done talked about driving somebody and there's some glass in my damn foot. What is it? Oh, ow! It ain't. Maybe he did that. It feel like it might be a little bitty piece of glass from them glass beads. No, that's weird. I don't know, but it could be a little bitty piece. That's why I be having. Y'all know I be building stuff in here and all kind of stuff. It could be a splinter. Let me put my shoes on. And yes, I vacuum. Goodness gracious. Ah, yep, it's probably a little bitty, like mini piece of glass. It's gotta be. Y'all remember when I waste them glass beads? I vacuum, but I believe in some of them broke or something. Yeah, I can feel it's not bleeding or anything. You just have like you know how when you got a splinter and you rub past it, but you can't feel it, but it hurts. Like you know what I'm talking about? Yes. No, maybe so. That's what it feel like. Might just be a piece of I don't know. Cause I don't feel like I don't see no blood or nothing. It's just like a little bitty like so it could be like smaller than a pen size then did something. Cause I wasted those glass beads. And when I vacuumed them, one of them probably shattered or something. Duct tape will help. Okay. Use tape. Oh, look at y'all because y'all love me. Oh, thank you. Well, they not on the ground. Are you talking about for my foot or the ground? The glass bees been up, but I'm thinking just maybe when I was vacuuming, they're small, so if they're hitting against that thing with the high power, all of that, some of that stuff gets kicked back out no matter what. So, oh, for my well, I don't need it for the floor, but I'll use it for my foot. Thank you. I just want to say, y'all, go on and put you some rods in your locks if you ain't yet, and don't even twist it up. That way you got some height. Cause I'm definitely feeling this. Hmm. And it's like easy. I'm learning that I need to stay out of the way and let him work. Kiva, thank you. Can I ask y'all a question? Thank you. Can I ask y'all a question though, for real? Who is it? It was it hard really giving your life over to God? Because we think when we get baptized and we say I go to church that we gave our life to God. But do you understand now really giving your life over to God for real, for real? Like letting Him make all the decisions you ain't making them yourself. It's harder. It's not easier. It's harder. Is this not a more difficult way to live in a good way though? Because you have to take yourself out of. Mm, yep. Now you're not in control of your life. And you be like, but I want to do. And he said, no, it's hard. So I want to interject, but God keeps shushing me and loudly. Shh, shh. He be like, he said, I said, as, and you know why? I told y'all I'm gonna say this and then we'll finish reading. Understand that I'm so grateful now that he kept me from certain things because they possibly could have hindered what I do right now. And I used to be angry because there were so many opportunities afford like handed to me on a platter, y'all. I'm serious. And he would tell me to say no. And I'm like, you know my situation. It's right here. But now, like reading the Testament of Job and seeing how he had old girl cut her hair and steal her hair and he was walking about, I don't want nothing from the devil. Because all the people that he used, as soon as he's done using them up or he got whatever he feel like he could use as fuel against them, the first thing that he does is blast it to the world. He covers them in secret while they in sin, and then as soon as he don't need them no more, he tell all their secrets. Y'all see how he works? Why would you ever want to take anything from him? He is so two-faced. And if you read Nicodemus, he really a coward too. Lucifer, if you read the infancy of Jesus Christ, you see he really a coward in a lot of ways. Lucifer, yes. Because he set people up to do stuff that he cut out and let other people take the blame for the work he done. That's coward. And watch from afar, getting people to do stuff. No, we're not doing that. He's a wannabe God. He's a wannabe God. So why would you want anything from him? Uh, you can email me at trovacerca at gmail.com. Lucifer will set you up to do something called to inform on you. Oh, Miss Nicole, what you didn't say. And does. Matter of fact, he have them there waiting, and he didn't set it up. They already watching you and recording you, so they know he gonna make sure you get caught in the act. He set up the cameras and everything, had the people in the van, and did. That's why I don't want nothing from him. His stuff costs too much because he gonna take what he didn't give you and some. Yeah, and there it go. Hold on, let me go get them chargers. That's what I went in there for too. I didn't grab them when I made my coffee. Y'all are not good sisters today. Well, one person is. I'm gonna do. I already know. I said I was gonna do it, and I'm just gonna do it. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I am not about to keep moving these around. Okay, so you emailed me about that. This is not the place, baby. If you've been here a while, I just told you where to email me. Okay, email me. You hear me? Oh, you're not in the United States. Got it. That might be an issue. That might be an issue. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. You can still email me because we're not still gonna talk about it here. Just send me an email. Send me an email. Just send me an email. We'll see what you do. I don't know because that's actually different. Because then when I file my taxes, I have to do certain things that it's like international. So yeah, that might be an issue. You might just have to find resources where you at. That might be an issue, honey. I'm not even gonna lie to you because I don't like we can send books and whatnot, but when you start sending funds overseas, that's a different thing. So have you tried to check all the resources where you are? I don't know where you are. Go to my website, CERCA TROVA 22, and you can get the emails. All the information is down at the bottom. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know about that, honey. Yeah. That's a different thing. And that's not being mean or anything. It's just with my taxes and stuff, there's certain things like if you're gonna be sending money and stuff overseas, that's different. I'm sorry. You probably just gonna have to look around because I don't know if y'all got 211 over there. I'm sorry. Books is different. Yeah. Yep. Just still email me. Go to my website. We'll see what we'll see. Just go send me an email about what's going on and whatever. We'll see what's going on. Just go to my website, look down at the bottom, and there's information there. And the link to my website is up here in my bio. Okay, y'all ready? Everybody ready? Okay. All right. All right. It says, sometime later the brook dried up because there had been no rain in the land. Then the word of the Lord came to him, go at once to Zarephath in the region of Sidon and stay there. Who lived in Sidon? Who lived in Sidon? The giants did. Thank you, Janelle. It was giants. Why would God be sending him to a land of giants? I think King Ahab was a giant too. I do think he was a giant because a lot of the kings were giants. A lot of them. Yeah. You got your big green book, girl, Senna. You got your big green book. Now do y'all see why the lineage is so important? Who never understood, and maybe until now, why Genesis, Chronicles, Exodus, First and Second Kings, why it's so important? Mm-hmm. What's Miss Nicole? You remember that the angels went into the Canaanite women. That's who they made their kids with. The women who would have been considered the Canaanite women is who they went into. The daughters of Canaan. You hear me? So with that, why would God send him there? Why would he send them to the land of the giants? And it's already a drought. So now you're gonna put me in a situation to where if I go back, well, first of all, I told them it was gonna not rain and whatnot. But now I'm out of this situation, but I'm over here with these crazy folks now. Do you see how it's just one almost tight situation to tight situation, but you don't see Elijah complaining at all because he already understands that if God takes me to a place, He gonna protect me, He gonna feed me, He gonna keep me safe, as long as I go and stand where He tell me to stand, as long as I'm in place for the movie. You hear me? He gonna make sure I'm good, no matter how crazy this situation seems. No matter if it seems like it is for your purpose or not, it is. Y'all got me? Hello? Are we here? When he sent me to the shelter, none of it made sense. But after I left there, especially after going and seeing my little grandbaby 2 days ago, I understand that I had to go in a place where there was a lot of turmoil. The lady threw my application away, even though I was already approved for my apartment and everything. She threw everything away because she was getting fired, so she threw everybody's stuff away. Everything in her desk. My move-in paper and everything. So I had to wait dang near 4 months until they got all this stuff sorted out. But I met so many people in that 4 months. I mean, I was with my homeboy for the first two, so it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But then when I was like, what, they were like, we don't know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, y'all already got another one in another property, blah, blah, blah. No, this, that, and the other, stuff, stuff, stuff. I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. And then I had to go there. But I met a lot of people. I was able to minister to a lot of people. I was able to help a lot of people. And then as soon as I hit my last one, listen, this the thing. I had all my furniture and everything. I drove a fully loaded U-Haul down here. So packed I had to give stuff away when I left. Ooh, I was mad. Had an antique table. I had just got it. Oh God, I was so sad. Mad about that. Oh, that table was worth some money. Anyway, with that, I understand that I've had to go places. I've had to go places that I didn't want to go. I've had to get rid of things that I didn't. I've had to leave people that I loved and all these different things to go and do what God has asked me to do. And what you need to realize is it ain't always going to be comfortable. Get okay with being uncomfortable. Who's ready to be uncomfortable for a while if that's going to get you to where you've been asking God to take you? Because you can't be comfortable and still get what you want. It don't work like that. You have to be really almost put in a position where you're talking to God 24 hours a day in a sense of you don't know what's going to happen. You already in it. That part. You got to get uncomfortable. Looking at yourself is uncomfortable. Realizing you're not the person you thought you was is uncomfortable. It's a lot of stuff. You ready to get uncomfortable. Okay. That's how you see the miracles of God when you're uncomfortable. Do y'all notice how it ain't really no miracles talked about in church no more? And if they are, most times they're faked. Y'all see it? It's fake miracles. It's fake ones. Because you can't perform miracles without the Spirit of God. I mean, yeah, they could, but they got you being used by the Spirit of God, though they got the divination going on. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. So, sometime later the brook dried up because there had been no rain in the land. And then the word of the Lord came to him. Go at once to Zarephath in the region of Sidon and stay there. I have directed a widow there to supply you with food. So he went to Zarephath, and when he came to the town gate, a widow was there gathering sticks. He called to her and asked, would you bring me a little water in a jar so I may have a drink? And she was going to get it, and he called, and bring me, please, a piece of bread. As surely as the Lord your God lives, she replied, I don't have any bread. I only have a handful of flour in a jar and a little oil, olive oil, in a jug. I'm gathering a few sticks to take home and make a meal for myself and my son that we may eat it and die. And Elijah said to her, don't be afraid. Go home and do as you have said. But first, make a small loaf of bread for me from what you have and bring it to me. And then make something for yourself and your son. For this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says: the jar of flour will not be used up, and the jug of oil will not run dry until the day The Lord sends rain on the land. Now, there's a lot that just went on right there. A whole lot. First of all, he said, you don't know who I am for real, but I'm the person that made it so that there is a drought. The reason you feel like you about to die is because I said it wasn't going to rain until I say. But I can tell you also, because I'm the one that said that the drought was going to be here, that if you feed me before you feed yourself, if you take care of me before you take care of yourself, you going to have oil and flour in there until the day the drought is over. You and your family will not die. Your son. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a question. If you got 2 pork chops at home and some rice, or 2 portobello mushrooms and some quinoa, for those of you that don't eat meat, um, if I came to your house and said, can I have one of your portobello mushrooms or one of your pork chops and half of your rice? And that's ain't nothing else in your freezer, your cabinets, or nothing. Are you gonna feed me? Y'all know y'all about to be put to the test with that. And not with me. We about to see who really mean that. In the next coming weeks, we gonna see. Don't be so careful to speak. Some stuff I just be asking. I be wanting y'all to think about it. Y'all be so quick to type yes. You get down to your last food and somebody need what you got, you be like, well, you said I done it before. Okay. Okay. Hey, I've been there and lived there. All right. You said doing it now. Last year I noticed my neighbor never cooked and had 3 kids. I always made extra. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. You get a star, you paper. You get a star on your paper. I know about that. I know about that, honey. My faith is much stronger. I think I'd still do it. Come on. Hurricane Katrina taught us that part. See? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Black. Okay. Come on, Vicky Ann. Vicky Ann said a lot of us mothers have gone without and will again and do. And do. I love it here. Look at everybody. I know. Don't it make you happy to know that we not takers, we givers? And we not hustlers. We only want to do right and figure out what God wants us to do so that we can be better and help other people around us. It makes me excited. He is the ultimate little guy. He is. He is. He said, go where I tell you to go and you'll be taken care of. Ain't that crazy how people be running the opposite way of where God wants them to be and then they get mad because God don't fund their stuff? You ain't going where he told you to go. He ain't paying for you to go to Guam if he told you to go to Belgium. Your ticket was paid for to Belgium, not to Guam. You hear me? So if you want to go to Guam, you going to pay for your trip to Guam. Your trip to Belgium was paid for. You chose, so then you pay for that. Thank you so much, Miss Erica. I appreciate that. Thank you. Right? Right. So if plans didn't work out the way you wanted, you might want to see if that was in the plan for you to even be over there. You hear me? It's a real thing. I just got. Oh, you got kicked out. Yeah, they be playing. Y'all know how they do. Okay, so look, come on. All right, 15. It says she went away and did as Elijah told her. Again, obedience, listening to an instruction, because to the normal, to the carnal mind, the fact that I'm telling you that I got enough food for me and my baby, and then we gonna starve to death, and you tell me give me some of your food, and my food will never run out. Yes, we have. Ain't that crazy, Queen? Already. And then folks be like, no, don't leave. What? Going on 3. Going on 3 hours. An hour, 143 minutes ago. 143 minutes ago. Listen here. It's crazy. Okay, here we go. Sometime later, oh, I'm sorry, 15. She went away and did as Elijah had told her. So there was food every day for Elijah and the woman and her family. Y'all caught that? Remember, it was just her son. But when she was obedient and did what God told her to do, okay? When she was obedient and did what God told her, she started with just enough. She didn't even have just enough, really. If you think about it, she said, I'm going to make us a cake. And that was it. But she had to listen, and she had to think about somebody other than herself. And then whatever she needed, she didn't just have enough to feed her and her son. Now she had enough to feed the prophet every day. She had enough to feed herself every day. She had enough to feed her son and her family, mama, brother, sister, cousins, and the like. Because she said, I got enough for me and my son, and we gonna eat this and be unalived. She didn't say me, my son, and my family, but the blessing was enough for the prophet, her son, and her family. The oil and flour didn't run out. So she, because of her obedience, was able to feed several people when she wasn't selfish. Do you hear me? Overflow of blessings. That part. Okay, look here. It says, for the jar of flour was not used up, and the jug of oil did not run dry, in keeping with the word of the Lord spoken by Elijah. Sometime later, the son of the woman who owned the house became ill. He grew worse and worse and finally stopped breathing. She said to Elijah, what did you have against me, man of God? Did you come to remind me of my sin and kill my son? So we just gonna forget the fact that I just helped all of your family stay alive. We just gonna forget that y'all was about to starve when I met you. This my fault. What about all wait a minute. Didn't I tell y'all folks love me and then they don't, and then they be on my head trying to wait, why is you blaming me? This was already gonna happen whether I was here or not. But what about what just oh forget that because we got a new situation and so now I'm your enemy, right? That promise. She did a 360 in a heartbeat and did. And people do it so quick, boy. You be like, whoa. This is why Circa say what I say to y'all. They love me and then they don't because things are still gonna happen. And I done had. I'm trying to tell you, this be my life for real. God can bless me to help somebody, and then they literally be trying to destroy me. Like you tripping for real. But think about it. That's exactly what they did to Jesus. They loved him when he first came, and then they were shouting crucify him. So same people that was loving on him when he first came was calling him a witch and a warlock and a drunkard and a magician at the end. Same folks that he healed, same folks that he prayed for, same folks healed their mama and their cousin, and now they was with the people, sonny. Come on, that part, Joy. That part. The very people who came to save is the very people who took his life, which is nuts. But we ain't gonna talk about that. We just gonna move on. Okay. She blaming him for her son dying. And the prophet says, "Give me your son." Elijah replied. He took him from her arms, carried him to the upper room where he would stand, and laid him on his bed. Then he cried out to the Lord, "Lord my God, have you brought tragedy even on this widow I am staying with by causing her son to die?" Then he stretched himself out on the boy 3 times and cried out to the Lord. And Lord my God, let this boy's life return to him. And the Lord heard Elijah's cry, and the boy's life returned to him, and he lived. Elijah picked up the child and carried him down from the room into the house. And he gave him to his mother and said, "Look, your son is alive." Then the woman said to Elijah, "Now I know that you are a man of God, and that the word of the Lord from your mouth is the truth." First, he was blaming me. Now he back alive and you believe again. Don't nobody care about your wishy-washy belief. This is a real thing. It happens a lot because people are used to listening to false prophets and all that old weird stuff. And so when a person is really coming and tell you, no, tragedy is still coming, but you're going to get through it, they don't want to hear that. That part, Joy. That part. He already done kept you and all your family alive to what, to turn around and unalive your son? What sense does that make? But people really be thinking like this. If you a prophet, why you didn't tell me this was coming? Because God didn't tell me, nigga. He didn't even tell me. What you mean? I don't know everything. And this ain't no pay and get somebody to lie to you. I only get the information as He gives it to me. Can't tell you what I don't know. That part. And I ain't about to make up nothing. So with that, leave me alone. Go on over there and have the fortune teller people tell you something. Good morning. You hear me? So with that, I want to apologize if I've been snappy to y'all. It's my mean week. And I'm not making excuses, but sometimes stuff just happens. So if I've been snappy or rude or rolled my eyes at you, I'm sorry. Okay? On top of that, I got menopause going on. Y'all just pray for me. I'm not perfect. I'm a regular person and I'll be wanting to bust people in their head. I'm trying to tell you, chop them in the throat, say real crazy stuff that I'm in right now. Hell, try but you said we used to it, but the new people might not be. Cause I will cut these eyes. Listen, it's probably why I gotta have these because I didn't roll my eyes so much and thought something real slick that he didn't start. It's hard for me to see you. I can't see or hear you. It's hard for me to see you. You said, listen, listen here. Help me, y'all. Just pray for me. Because I'll be ready to just be real ugly. You said we really be on survival mode for the week. For real. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I can't see you. I can't see or hear you right now. So maybe that's for the best. That is for the best. Just right now. Yeah, I get that because my friend, when I stayed with her, you said I look past it. That's because you mean as hell every day. Yeah. I know you cut your eyes at people too because my Virgo, she's sweet, but she mean. And it just be talking over people like y'all dismiss people very well. Is what y'all do. Uh-huh. I realized it. Virgos are the ultimate dismiss, like you dismiss. They got that bad with cutting stuff off and letting you know, or they'll just over talk you like, like your words don't mean nothing to them. You said yes, we do, honey. Oh yes, y'all are the queen and kings of you're dismissed. You said and do listen here. You said facts. That's so me. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's true. A hole in the wall. Uh-huh. I already know. Can't hold grudges, but we gotta forgive and be forgiven. Listen here. My son is a Virgo, and this is he is very dismissive. Oh, I know. You said either dismissed or demoted. Honey, I know y'all. I know y'all. Listen here. Uh-huh. You said my mama for sure. Oh Lord. It's a lot of Virgos in here. Queen, what is you doing? You bringing your peoples over here? Oh, Taurus is very dismissive too, honey. I got one of them too. I got a Taurus, a Pisces, a Virgo, and a Libra. And y'all wonder why I'm such a good manager. You hear that? I had to learn how to. It was so much going on in that house. You hear me? The Pisces just super emotional at all times. Then I got the emotional ass Taurus, and then an emotional ass Virgo, and the emotionless Libra, who look at everybody like they stupid when they crying and stuff, and be like, "Well, you should have been so dumb," and just walk away. The Libras, she brutal. Well, if you would have been stupid, well, it's your fault. Well, why do you even talk to them? Like, oh Jesus, you just gonna say that and did, mom, and did. That's the one I told you. She told me she'll tear my house up. And you said I'm a Libra. Oh, my household is two Tauruses, two Pisces, and I'm can. Oh Lord. Oh, I got a Taurus, a Libra, and a Pisces. Oh, so you feel my pain? Yep, them is all my girls. No, 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 no. My son is a Pisces. You said I'm apologizing for all Libras. Oh, yeah, cause y'all hell on wheels. Virgos invented you are canceled. Probably did. I could see that. Listen here, y'all funny. Uh-huh. I'm trying to tell you. 3 Libras and a Cancer. Ooh, 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 ooh. My mama a Cancer, honey. We ain't even gonna get started. Come on, back to the lesson. Wait a minute. I think the lesson's over. Is we done? We done. We is. Oh yeah, we is. We is done. Hmm. We gonna get to 180 and then I'm gonna get out of here. That's 3 straight hours. Hmm. Y'all crazy and just real harsh, Miss Jazzy May. And I didn't see some of your posts. It fits. Didn't even know it, but it sure fits. No, I'm joking. Hmm. Listen, my Libra, we call her the school shooter. You hear me? Thank you. My Libra is the school shooter. She ain't really do it, but we felt like she could have had the capabilities. I'm for real. That's what we used to call her, the school shooter, because she was so always so calm, but that rage is like always under the surface. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And she's part Latina too, spicy, Spanish. It's always right there that I'll kill you and kill everybody in this room and tear this whole place down with Libras. It's always right there under the surface. We bottle things up trying to be nice. Yeah, and be about to explode on everybody. And I try to tell her, don't do that. That's my baby. Thank you. And don't let them smile because they about to kill you. They about to smile and kill you. I already know. Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't know why people play with Libras. They have to have their life balance or they will eliminate whatever doesn't balance their life out quickly. Honey, that last one, I told you I had a dream right before I got pregnant with her that she was the dragon. And she spit that fire too. I'm telling you right now, that baby will have you feeling this big. I done seen her do it to everybody. She done did it to me. Like, what? Girl, you better quit playing. She like, Mom, I'm gonna have to get my pistol for you, little girl. I can't trust you. They do try to play Libras for fools, and my baby is so sweet, and she will do anything. And when she say no, people be mad. Real life, they be upset. When she finally get to her point where she didn't have it, it ain't nothing you can say to change her mind. She don't give a damn. And I be a little nervous when she angry, honey. I ain't even gonna lie. For other people. Your Libra's quiet to me? Yeah, people overtalk Libras all the time. That's my Pisces baby, sweet and sour self. Don't come for us. Now hold on now, cool. Now you just wait a minute, Queen. You stay away from the Pisces. Don't even come over here. Don't even come over here. Yeah, Don't even come over. You leave my baby alone. It is. It sure is. Look, it is. You stay right on the way from him. Mm-hmm. Naisha. Back up. Nah, man, y'all a mess. It is. My Pisces cry all day, wake up crying, and do. I told you I cry every day. And I kill you every day too. See, that's what people miss about Pisces. We feel everything very deeply. Every emotion. Pisces will unalive you and then be crying over you. Talk about why you make me kill you. I'ma miss you. Why you make me kill you? Why? Like, sitting out on the porch. Yeah, I did it. They're in there. They made me kill them. I tried. I begged you not to do it. I'm for real. Y'all better quit playing. Me all broke down on your head, and they. I'm trying to go away. Oh, listen here. Yeah. Cry while they hurting you too, because you made them hurt you and they didn't want to. You said this is so mean. I'm trying to tell you. Listen here. That's why Pisces be in their own world because they don't want to be in nobody else's and in jail where we got to be around all those people and we can't still out to ourselves. Oh, because if I got to be out here with these people, it's like, look at my feet. Y'all can't see them, but they digging into my shoes like this. Like, what? Stay calm. Stay calm. You can do this. Stay calm. Just don't talk to nobody. Just don't listen. You be like, what? Just stay calm. Stay calm. Listen here. That's why I walk around with headphones on all the time, so I don't hear the outside world. I'm trying to tell you because, and I know when you lying. I know when you lying. So that's gonna bring the rage up from my feet because I'm a freaking empath. I didn't know it then, but now I know why. Why is you lying to me? Don't lie to me. When I tell you that will make me massage your neck real good, that'll make me give you a real good neck massage. Playing with trying to tell you. Yes. Yeah, let me massage your neck. You said you're not gonna stop talking. You said you're gonna do whatever you wanna do. You said what? You said, huh? You said you is. You said, tell me to my face that that's what you gonna do. You look me in my eyes and tell me to your while I'm massaging your neck that that's what you gonna do. Huh? Just keep my hands in my pocket. Just gonna keep my hands in my pocket. You hear me? Ooh. Well, I got a Gemini grandbaby, and her is funny acting as hell. Cause she laugh until you laugh, and then she look at you like, "What you laughing for?" Don't nobody got time for both of y'all. Mm-mm, we don't. I mean, she was like 5 months. You know how you get a baby to laughing, and she'll laugh, and then if she feel like you laughing too much, she'll frown her eyebrows. I'm like, "What is you laughing? It ain't even that funny." She was only like 5 months. I said, "What?" In a row, her eyes like, She couldn't even crawl. I guess we was laughing too loud or too doing too much. Listen, she'll switch on you quick. Listen here, and I love her little self. Grandma's gonna teach her not to be two faced. Grandma's gonna teach her. Grandma's gonna teach her not to be a two faced little girl because we don't do two faced people. Grandma's gonna teach her, but she definitely got that other side. You said until you know it so well. Oh yes, y'all don't listen. Oh, she did it yesterday. She was smiling and happy, and I guess I got did too much, and she turned and looked at me like, and looked up at her mama like she do too much, and got on off the bed like she was ready to go do something else. I said, Betty, she ain't even two. Are you serious? What you don't get to do is come for me like that. I'm your Sugama. I will whoop you. You don't get to dismiss me like that. Geminis are nice, nasty, and will cut up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep, yeah. All of that. And she ain't even two yet, and you can see it. She likes looking at herself, honey. She'll go to the mirror after her mama braid her hair and put her beads on. She was, she ain't, she barely about to be, or she just turned 18 months or something, 16 months, something like that. You said my mother for sure, honey. She gonna check herself out and tell herself how pretty she is. She ain't even talking good, and she be like, she'll go like this, check her little outfit out. My daughter said, "Watch her." I said, and she really wants her mama go take her hair down, like she didn't get her hair done. She goes, like, "No, you didn't." Emu, what is you doing? Because y'all know I call her Emu. Emu, get yourself out that mirror. Just tossing her little beads. And I said, she gonna be a mess by the time she's 6, honey. Listen, she gonna be a mess. And I mean, not in a bad way, but honey, like she's gonna cry if her outfits don't match. I had a kid like that. If her pinks don't match and her bubbles don't match her clothes, she's not gonna want to wear them. She's not gonna want to wear them. I can see it now in her attitude. Like now, she ain't even 2, and she's gonna cry if she can't get her stuff the way she wanted. Yeah, she gonna yeah. She gonna her mom gonna ask her if she like it, and she gonna be like yes, but she really hate it. You can see it. You can see it. Poor babies. And I just had another Libra. So I got a Libra daughter and a Libra granddaughter, a Gemini granddaughter. This is a shame. What is December? Capricorn? The end of December? Is that Capricorn? What is that? Sagittarius? I don't know what it is. What's the end of December? Which one is it? You love that name for her. I do too, because her eyes be looking like emu eyes. A Capricorn? The end of December? Okay. Okay. Capricorn. Oh, yeah. Okay, so then my grandson's a Capricorn. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research. I've only met a few Caps, and one of them I liked a lot. And then the other Capricorn, her and I used to butt heads a lot. And we would get along for a little bit, and then after that, we can't talk for a long, long time. Yeah, yeah. I feel like, especially if they're not sure of themselves. Now, the Capricorn man that I met, he was different. He was real. Like, one, it seems like to me, this is just me, that, and I don't know if the male and females are different. I don't really know how that works, but the gentleman that I met, he was very sound in his thinking. He was very methodical. Like, you could tell he had found himself. The Capricorn lady, full of chaos. Full of chaos. Not the Capricorn lady I met. She was full of chaos. Sorry. And I don't know if that's because she hadn't found herself yet and she, whatever. But the Capricorn lady, nah, she was always full of some mess. It's like if they sure themselves and they know who they are and they know what it is and they feel like they have gotten themselves to where they want to be, they're a different person. But if not, messy from what I see. And this is just my interaction with the few that I've been around. Mm-mm-mm. You never know when you're around one. They presence commands, whether it's messy or not. Their presence commands attention, whether they say anything or not. Just pay attention. Whether they messy or not, their energies are very loud in one way or another. The silence can be deafening. It could be loud too. Just pay attention to that. Yep. And I don't really know all the signs because I don't get into it like that for real. I'm just telling you about the interactions. Like, I won't ever date another Leo ever in life. Ever. Even though Pisces Leo energy is so like magnetic, but it is destructive as well. They are lyric. Hate to say it, love y'all. Well, I ain't gonna say all Leos. I'm gonna say my interaction with Leos, female and male. Hate to say it. The person I bought my car from was a Leo, and I told her, I said, I never wanted to put you on this Leo list, but I guess you added too. Yes, and won't ever do that, Jamar, ever again. That nigga was crazy as hell. I hated to add her to the Leo line, but I had to. I ain't saying all of them is, but I haven't met too many Leos that y'all selfish. Y'all selfish. And everything y'all do a lot of times be revolved around what you want. Even if you helping somebody, it's because it's something you want. And if you don't want to do it, you don't care nothing about it, and that's not okay. That's not okay. Manipulative as hell. Even if they ain't money hungry, they like control. And don't even be in control of your own self. I'll be right back. That's the funny thing. All the Leos that want to control everybody else, they ain't never in control of their own damn life. That's the thing I don't understand. Make that make sense. They ain't never in control of their own life. Now, this is just my own thought. It ain't law. Don't be offended. I can only talk to you about the experiences that I had. I can't talk to you about nobody else. I can only talk to you about the experiences that CERCA had with folks. And there were 3 or 4 Leos that I looked at like they were me, my blood, like we were one in friendship and sisterhood in a relationship. And all of them screwed me royally. Royally. Sucks. They want what they want from you. And when you don't give them what they want, they be a whole different person. And The ones that I met, self-centered, very. That's why I said, even the stuff that they do for you, I hate to say it, I love y'all. It be because y'all want it. If y'all don't want it, y'all not moving, no matter how it affects the other people, and that's not okay. That's not okay. I will say Leos live their life not worried about how their actions affect other people, but they want everybody to be concerned about how they feel and what's going on with them, and drop everything that they doing, but they will ignore the hell out of you, honey. Listen, and not be worried about what nothing that's going on in your life. Mm-mm. I didn't say they wasn't super loving, because the man that I loved above all was a funky tail Leo. Because our connection, I've never had a connection like that ever in my life. The way that nigga played in my head, loved it. And I don't mean the messed up stuff. I mean, he read, he was smart, he was intelligent, he was gifted, he could craft, he could draw. Oh God, he was everything, all of that, in all the ways. But he wasn't ish, because he didn't get the right tools in the beginning. And because he was fine, it's all get out. Lord Jesus, the body chills by the God. Do you hear me? Ooh, man, you see it. I just want to look at you. Look at you. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I used to just smile all the time and stuff. Just be just so happy until he made me cry. And all I did was cry after that, and cry 3 years later. You hear me? It took me about 3 years to quit crying after the 3 years. So no, I don't want no parts of none of that. Fine as I'll get out though. Goodness gracious. Still got a nice body at his age. God dang, God took his time with you, didn't he? Ooh wee! Lord have mercy. Ooh, it is black, 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 black. We look like a peanut butter cup. Oh yes. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. And he know it. And that is the problem. He want a whole bunch of female lions around, and he want to be the only male. And that is the issue. And I ain't gonna do it. You hear me? And moving on. You say no, not gonna lie. I'm a Leo and I'm fine and I know it. Oh yes, I know how this goes. I done been around. I'm telling you, three or four of the closest people to me were Leos, and I love them. I still love them, but I have to love them from afar and let you just be over there, because you gonna make me hurt you for real. I'm serious. And all of them, I was like, look here, I need you to go away from me now, now. Go over there. I don't talk to none of them no more. When it was good, it was great. When it was bad, it was bad. And I forgive and forget. I still love them, but I don't want. You can't come over here. You cannot come over here. You cannot talk to me. I don't want to say. And they be sending messages through people too, trying to find me and trying to get in contact with me. I said I don't want to talk to you. That part. You just going over there. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. And I can miss you with all my heart. But that, because y'all push people to their limits of insanity. Leos do. For me. Now, I don't know what they do with nobody else, but the Leos that I deal with, you gonna make me go crazy. You gonna make me hurt somebody, a lot of people, you, everybody. You said yes, facts. Listen here. They will push you to the edge of, I'm about to be in jail for the rest of my life. They will make you come up out your body and be on first 48. I'm trying to listen here. I told y'all what it did. I told y'all. Oh God, I could have been in jail for murder a few times. You hear me? Messing with that nigga? No. I told him, you gonna make me kill you. Told you I threw a glass at that nigga head. He said, you threw that glass at least 70 miles an hour. It shattered into glitter. And it was one of them old school heavy glasses that our grandmas used to have. And I threw that bad baby. I'm trying to tell you, it shattered. And it wasn't no chunks of rage. Rage. I'm trying to tell you. He said, you crazy. It said, it shattered in the glitter. He said, that's crazy. And mind you, he a big old tall dude. And I'm little. Man, I threw that glass so hard all the way down our hallway. I was standing at the kitchen. It flew past the washroom, a bathroom, two bedrooms, and hit the wall at the end of the thing. And shattered. I'm trying to tell you. I said, he said, you gonna make me kill you. That's what you're gonna do. I gotta get away from you because you want me to go to jail. That's what you want me to do. You want me to go to jail. You want me to not be able to see my kids grow up. You want me to have to say MA 743620, and I don't want to do that, so I gotta go away from you. I love y'all. Y'all are the most interesting people I've ever met. And when it's fun, it's fun. But when it's bad, ooh, listen, y'all see my hands? Let me not talk about this anymore because I'm heating up. I got to take this off. I don't even want to talk about it no more. I'm about to go. Oh, Jesus. It's giving August. August. All of them was August, and they was all in the first week. Their birthdays literally is one day after each other. I said, I don't know how the hell I did this. Literally, all four of them, their birthdays is like this day, this day, this day, this day. Right? Listen, y'all about to make me look. I'm about to put this whole damn rubber thing off here. Think about it. I said we moving on to the next subject. I don't want to talk about it no more because I'm about to pull all of this off. You hear me? You rip this whole, just snapped it in half. Think about that. Leave me alone. Yeah, it gives me anxiety. I love y'all, but not for me. I love y'all for other people. I love y'all. I think that's great. I think it's great. I think it's great, just not for me. And I ain't biased. I love my Leos that's in here, but y'all people's is crazy. Anyway, so with that, I like everybody. Listen, y'all. Y'all know when we do this, we just having fun. I believe in our reality that your upbringing determines who you are. Your social and economic situation, and then your life experiences. Those things gauge and tell you who you are and what you are. Now, the time of birth, do I believe it has something to do with it? Yeah, I do. Because most Pisces are dreamers and this and that, and they kind of live in their own world on whatever level that is. Okay, but also it is your upbringing. It is your life experiences. It is all of those different things. You see what I'm saying? So, oh, y'all teasing her. Oh, okay. But I'm just saying, it's also because I know a lot of Pisces that's grimy people, but I'm not a grimy person. because of my upbringing and the certain things that I saw. So it depends on you. Some of those things are across the board, but it still depends on your life and how you live and how you decide to live. It's a choice in every zodiac, every whatever. It's a choice. What you choose and how you choose to live. If you choose to live by what they say, then you do. Some things are just in your character, but for the most part, right. So exactly. It depends on right. Character versus personality. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. 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 So with that, I'm probably about to go get back in my bed. I think my Tylenol is wearing off. And I'm gonna play some video games today. I said I was gonna do it yesterday, but I started watching some TV, which is good because I ain't watched TV in years, so it's kind of good to really just be in the TV a little bit. But also, let's do this real quick. Did y'all finally get to go watch The Believer? Yeah, they scared to rip their signs now and ears. Hmm. Oh, that makes me excited. Okay, yeah, that part has one. So let's do a few minutes of that. I caught up on everything you told us to watch. Now, good job, cause you know you my wingman. Come on in here. Exorcist the Believer. If you're scared, don't watch it. We don't want to hear this scared you. If you got scared, fine. I'm only talking to the people that was doing research. Mental health research is what this was. It's on Peacock. It is. Okay. So first of all, and I know I said this the other day, but marketed to children with real spells in it. Marketed to children with real spells in it. And teaching you how to do it under the moon and the stars and the skies. These is marketed to children with real spells, telling them how to get familiars, telling them how to invite spirits into your home. Same thing here. And when you look in here, you see kid stuff. But why would you be trying to tell my baby how to make a sorcerer's hat? What is a sorcerer? A witch. Okay? Teaching them how to make pendants, wands. We know scarab beetles. You teaching my baby how to make magic amulets. And they know the kids believe, and if you believe, it will come true. Huh. Then now you see me. Now you don't, cloak. Okay. There are real things as invisibility spells. And parents be looking for their children. They say, Mom, I was right there. And they say, No, you weren't. I was looking for you. Celtic shapeshifters. Why would they be teaching my babies about that? Why would they be teaching my babies about what they call in, what is it in Haiti, the Lugawoo? Did I say it right? The Lugawoo? Of course, she probably did. Sarah, she's probably a high ranking witch. I said it right. What show have we been watching? What show have we been watching? What's it called? The main one. 30 coins. Y'all see what that say right there. Who was looking for the coins in that show, y'all? The magicians, wasn't they doing magic? Talking about Solomon, we know he was the Lord of the Rings. God gave him the rings, and there we go. A wizard named Solomon in 100 AD. Oh, oh. So they tell the kids the truth, but the church won't read this, but they reading it at school. The show The Magicians. Yep. Poltergeist, and well, we was just talking about this, the Zodiac. Weren't we just talking about this? So they put the Zodiac up, and then they talk about Poltergeist and their mischief. This is books that's going to your 5-year-old. Magic Carpets, A Mirror of Fantasy. What they tell them what they need to make it and everything. It was on the jacket and 30 coins. Come on. Floating magic candles. Jesus was sold for 30 coins. Oh. Tell them about Tiamat and Hercules. You mean all the people we study about? Oh, talking about Egypt. So all a giant alligator. Huh. All the stuff we studying about over here is in your baby's books. Ain't that crazy? See, I'm talking about Hercules and the dragons. We was told it was not real, and yet they telling it to your kid. They telling y'all every single thing. Here go your Siri right here. You want to see what somebody else is doing? You get in your liquid crystal display, and you go see what's going on over there. That's how y'all find me, through liquid crystal display. Now, why would they be teaching your kids about how to put their hand over the fire and not be burned? They teach them how to shrink heads, what herbs to use when they gonna do their spells. Magic mandrakes. The mandrakes that were mentioned in the Bible that promote fertility. Those same ones. Making a terrarium with plants that eat things. Huh. Who was Merlin? Anybody know who Merlin was? Wasn't he a magician? Again, teaching your kids how to bring familiar spirits to your house. Dogs, cats, toads, ducks, fish, and owls. These are all things kids be asking for. Working with familiars. So they tell you how. Should I mix antimony with quicksilver to produce gold? Huh? You ask them questions. Right, King Arthur magician. Come on now. And if I'm not mistaken, King Arthur lived in the same time that Paul and them lived. Not Paul. I think it was Solomon. I think that was the same time. I did not know donkey's hands look like that. Mm. So you don't want to study? They teaching your kids. Because all of these books are not produced by the same people, but guess what they have in them? The real information to do spells. The waxing and waning of the moon, telling you the months, okay, of what you need to be doing, where the constellations are, what month you need to do the spell in, and everything. Showing, but look, what's that say? Harnessing the power of nature. Why would you be teaching this to my baby? Yes, they are. Taste the honey. Why would you be teaching this to my baby? To my 5 to 12-year-old? Y'all, these is at y'all kids' schools. These are children's books. These be at the book fair. And they come with real spell books in them. This got a wand in the back, a hidden drawer. And look, it's the stuff to do spells. And this is a real wood. So you go get it and look it. It don't even look like it's nothing in there really until you pull that out and it's a secret drawer. They're easily receivers of information and are. See this dangling out of there? This was hidden in a pocket, but guess what's in it? Spells. It's a little bitty book of shadows for kids. With all those angelic symbols and the alchemic symbols in there. The alchemy symbols. And it's hidden in the back of the book in a little pocket. See? Right there. Open this little door up. You won't even know your baby got a spell book in there. The other one came with tarot cards. This one came with tarot cards in the back. I think that did the Harry Potter one come with tarot cards too? Back here in this pocket is a whole stack of tarot cards for your 5-year-old. 5 to 12. And the other one came with them too. The other book came with some. These go to this one. This one came with the small ones. So this is Wizardology, and this is a guide to the wizards of the world. So this guide to the wizard of the world came with these big ones. Packaged so beautifully, isn't it? And it goes with this series right here. These is all kids books. I promise you right here. All of these is Egyptology, mythology, dragonology, ghostology, alienology, vampireology, illusionology, dungeonology, oceanology, piratology, monsterology, nightology, and spyology. Those are all kid books, but they got real stuff in them. That's what a fairy really look like. You hear me? I don't have a complete book list. There's no complete book list of all my books, but there are books in my Amazon thing up here. The ologies. Just type in, if you type in this one, it'll come up. The ology, kid ology, wizardology. Type that in, and the rest of them will come up. Yep. So while you just buying whatever your kids want, you might want to start looking into it, because all of this stuff is real spells. It's real. It's not make believe. It's real. And I have real magic books back there that will prove that what they put in these kids' books is in real magic books. How do you teach them not to be intrigued in witchcraft, but to recognize right and wrong? Movies. How we be doing it? How we been doing it? So like, um, because they see in the magic anyway. So even if you just watch like Wizards of Waverly Place with them and different things like that, all you gotta show is that the spirits are always mischievous and they always take more. You find the movies that kind of explain that thing where magic takes more than what it gives, and that there's always things that happen that you can't control, and it could be mommy being gone or daddy being gone or whatever, or you being sick. You have to explain it because they see magic on Disney every day. And they're bombarded with it at school too, as y'all can see. So Disney telling them, and they understand it just fine. Her is a magic witch, and her mommy is going to turn her. Don't turn her into a frog, me witch. They understand real good what's going on. Mm-hmm. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't want her to see Elsa. No. They'll get all broke down and be in your lap. It's just a cartoon. But her is mean. Listen, you said my son. I'm trying to tell you, they being through something at your TV. You better watch it. Yeah. So, ain't kids, watch them. You better watch them. I would. I wouldn't trust them. You said facts. They will. Is it off? Okay, I'm about to go, y'all. The words are always going to be backwards. They're always going to be backwards. Unless I'm showing y'all a book, they going to be backwards. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We was just talking about how the we don't like churches and stuff don't want you to understand magic, but they telling your kids every day magic is real, teaching them how to say spells and what to do. They got the books at school, and you let them watch it at home. So it's best that you learn and help them understand that yes, this is cartoons, but this is real. Thank you so much. Um, that this is real, and so there's certain things we shouldn't say. There's certain, you don't ask nobody to come and be your little animal friend, and it's ways, so God will give you the wisdom and how to explain it to your kids. You hear me? So yeah, I love y'all. I'm about to go get in my bed. I'm actually gonna play video games today. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. I know there's 2 packages, but I'll probably wait till tomorrow or later on today. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel because I kind of don't want to get outside. It's cold too. So I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I don't find me something to eat. This stomach be in my back.